हम उसके चित्र प्राप्त कर सकें।
So minus 3 minutes 53 seconds before we start the power descent operation. Just to give a quick update on the way the total power descent operation for the Vikram lander will be carried out. The descent operation would, as you can see on the screen, we are at 3 minutes to go before we start these operations. So Vikram lander would commence from an altitude of 30 kilometers, and once this descent operation has started, it will be for a duration of nearly 15 minutes before it touches down on the lunar surface. And the Vikram landing sequence is achieved through an autonomous landing sequencer. And just to give an update, the final state vectors and other parameters have already been loaded into the Vikram lander 4 hours prior, so it's all ready to go and start its operations. So as per the power descent plan, it's expected to start at 1 hour 38 minutes Indian Standard Time. As I mentioned, we are just less than 3 minutes now. And this entire power descent operation will be carried out in 4 different phases of operation, namely the first phase, which is the phase referred as rough braking phase, will bring the spacecraft from 30 kilometers to an altitude of almost 7.4 kilometers. The second phase after the rough braking phase will be attitude and absolute navigation control phase, which will enable the spacecraft to travel from 7.4 to 5 kilometers. And then immediately we will have the third phase of operation, which is the fine braking phase, where we bring down the spacecraft from 5 kilometers to almost at an altitude of 400 meters above the surface where the landing is supposed to happen. And eventually from 400 kilometers, the spacecraft will not have any forward moving velocity. It will be only used to have a vertical descent for a touchdown. So the final phase of operation after the fine braking phase will be the terminal descent phase, where the Vikram lander will be brought from an altitude of 400 meters to 100 meters to 60 meters to 10 meters and finally the touchdown. So as we go through these operations, as I mentioned, it will be a 15 minutes of descent operation. Once the activity is initiated, we will be bringing you some of the flight parameters and the status, how the total operations are going on. So each of these phases during the power descent are very critical and important in its own way, as it has a very specific objective and the cost of nearly 800 newtons. And out of these 5 main engines, the 4 engines are throttleable liquid engines, which means we will be able to regulate the thrust of the engine, like increasing the speed or decreasing the speed of the engine to achieve the required de-boost velocity. Another 48 seconds to go before this de-boost or firing of the engines. The 4 thruster in the throttle engines are carried out.
जी हाँ, थोड़े तनाव भरे क्षण जरूर हैं, क्योंकि हम बेहद करीब 32 सेकंड के जब विक्रम को धीरे धीरे उतारा जाएगा नीचे, लेकिन सबसे महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है कि कैसे उतरते समय उसके वेग मान को कम किया जा सके, जिसे हम रफ ब्रेकिंग फेज कह सकते हैं। और इस रफ ब्रेकिंग फेज के दौरान हम जो उसमें लगे हुए और थ्रॉटल ब्रेकिंग जो वो है घड़ी है, वो बहुत ही नज़दीक होगी। इस समय हम धीरे धीरे अब उसकी गति को कम करना शुरू करेंगे।
Yes, the descent phase of operation for the Vikram lander has just been initiated with the firing of the 4 liquid engines, which I was mentioning. The 4 throttle engines activity has just started, and right now we are at 35 seconds since the engines have fired. And just to give an update, the Vikram lander, when it was in an orbit of around 30 kilometers, when the descent operation started, it had a velocity of nearly 1640 meters per second. So what we are going to do through this entire phase of 15 minutes of operation, when the power descent will be done, is to make this orbital velocity of the Vikram lander from 1640 meters per second to almost 0 meters per second, so that the spacecraft could land on the surface of the moon. So the activity has just initiated. As you can see on your screen, the view of the Mission Control Center, Chairman ISRO and Director of URSC, and Dr. Suresh briefing the Honorable Prime Minister about the flight event that are going on. So the time elapsed is almost 1 minute 28 seconds.
धीरे धीरे गति कम होती हुई 1507 मीटर प्रति सेकंड हो चुकी है, जबकि हमने 1630 मीटर प्रति सेकंड की गति से प्रारंभ किया था। और हर घड़ी की, हर क्षण की जो जानकारी है वो प्रधानमंत्री को पहुंचाई जा रही है। और इस समय हम करीब करीब 1 मिनट 52 सेकंड का समय व्यतीत कर चुके हैं और वेगमान लगातार घटता हुआ, और यही उद्देश्य भी हमारा है कि धीरे धीरे जो रफ ब्रेकिंग है उसके दौरान चारों जो इंजन है, उन चारों 800 न्यूटन वाले इंजन जो भारत ने पहली बार विकसित किए हैं, ये पूरी जो प्रणोद प्रणाली है ये पहली बार विकसित की गई है। और इस प्रणाली के चारों इंजन लगातार फायर करते हुए, प्रज्वलित होते हुए और लगातार वेगमान